Good evening and welcome to the Village of Westmont Combination Village Board Meeting, Committee of the Whole meeting for July 18th, 2011. I'd like to begin by asking our clerk to please take the roll call.
Mayor Ron?
Here.
The clerk's here. Trustee Emery? Anybody know if she's absent at this point anyway. Trustee Fleming?
Here.
Trustee Klebanow?
Here.
Trustee Nero?
Here.
Trustee Scott?
Here.
Trustee Seneca?
Here.
Manager Searle?
Here.
Attorney Zemanek?
Here.
Police Chief Mulhern?
Here.
Fire Chief Trout?
Here.
Deputy Police Chief Gunter?
Here.
Public Works Supervisor Facilities Safety Chorney. Economic Development Director and Assistant Manager Kimball.
Here.
Human Resource Administrator Casey. Public Works Water Department Supervisor Ramsey.
Here.
And the Deputy Village Clerk and Collector Kamick.
Here.
And is Spencer still in the room? There he is. I'm sorry, I couldn't see you. Acting Finance Director Parker. Sorry about that.
Thank you. Please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item this evening are the minutes of the combined Committee of the Whole and Board meeting held July 5th, 2011. Any comments?
I do have a correction on the staff attendance. McIntyre is marked as absent, but he was present.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Motion to approve is corrected.
You have a
Second, Scott.
Roll call.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Moving right along, open forum. We have one open forum from a resident of the Village of Westmont that I haven't seen for a while, Mr. Jack McInerney, who would like to make a few comments. Mr. McInerney.
Thank you. My name is Jack McInerney from 500 South Adams in Westmont, Newfield Manor. The reason for my attendance here this evening is I wanted to compliment the mayor and the board for what a wonderful job the village has done during the storm in the leaf pickup and the tree pickup. I think oftentimes when people come over here, it's not always with a cheery, positive note. And I wanted to just bring that out, that I thought that the village did a fantastic job in that first storm with that cleanup, not only of the streets themselves, but then of the side streets and the various village streets, picking up the branches and everything else. I just wanted to compliment the board and the workers in the village of Westmont. That's all I have.
Thank you very much.
You're entirely
Appreciate
welcome.
that.
Very nice.
That is the only open forum request before us. Moving right along, reports. The mayor. First thing I would like to do is to call Kathy Casey up to the podium, our Human Resource Administrator, to introduce the program, make some comments on the St. Jude Race to the Flag donation presentation.
And I would like to introduce our race director, Mike Ramsey.
Hi, this is a great honor for us to be able to present a very valuable check to a great organization. We had a lot of good volunteers, as you can see. We had great support, which I'd like for all of them to come up when we're done talking here for a picture. But a lot of hard work went into this again this year. We had a lot of great support. We had one trustee, a couple trustees running it. It was fantastic. The clerk
Walking.
Fantastic support from the village. It was a great honor for the Village of Westmont. We had a lot of great support. So I'd just like to have everybody come up and we'll take a picture and we'll present.
A lot of great sponsors.
Yes, a lot of great sponsors, and we'll present the check.
And then if if we could also introduce
Yes.
we have a rep from St. Jude who was able to come today so that we can present the check to her. Great.
Why don't we get on this?
Did you want to make some comments?
I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the Village of Westmont and for the Health and Wellness Committee that really put this event on, for recruiting the sponsors and promoting the event throughout the village, and for all the participants that came out that day, and for all the volunteers, because events like this cannot be put on without all of the support from volunteers donating their time and efforts and energy. So on behalf of the children and families at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we extend a huge thanks to everyone.
I don't know have you mentioned the amount of the check yet?
Someone else gets to do that.
This year, we were able to raise $6,000. Yeah, just under 250.
Yeah, or you can all see it.
That is so cool. How much did you raise?
And the check.
There he is. All right.
Can't go through the drive-through with that, that's for sure. She can't go through.
It won't fit in the little tray.
All right. Okay, I think I can see everyone now. Okay, ready? And here we go. I'm going to do one more. Ready? Thank you.
All right.
Let's send that check to the bank.
Yeah, that'd help out, wouldn't it?
Is that one of those you can take a picture of? That's cool.
Another group of wonderful volunteers that come out every year to raise money for St. Jude. We have another award. I'll let Ron Searle, our village manager, make the introduction. But the award is from the Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency. And the employees from the Village of Westmont Executive Safety Committee, many of them, or most of them, I think there's only one, Lynn Johnson, that is not here with us this evening. But Ron, would you like to give a little background on how we earned this award?
Yes, I believe at the last set of meetings, the mayor mentioned that we had been invited to a recent Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency Board of Directors meeting to receive what turns out to be our fourth large member category Excellence in Public Risk Management Award. We won this award in 2000, 2001, 2006, and 2011. It's an award that is given based on three factors, which include the severity of our experience, how much our losses are over a 5-year claims period, a 5-year claims to contribution ratio. Contribution essentially is like our premiums. And then our most recent IMAP evaluation. And the IMAP is a management assessment program that all members in IRMA are evaluated on a whole set of factors, and we wanted to invite the members of our Executive Safety Committee meeting tonight to give them recognition for their contributions in achieving this award again. In particular, I'd like to recognize Mike Chorney, who's our safety coordinator. He's been a big part of our effort, particularly with the IMAP program for a number of years now. And I know that one of the things that we talked about and IRMA has acknowledged is our success has to do with kind of the safety culture that we've been able to promote here within the village and among our employees, and Mike's a big part of that. The Executive Safety Committee members are a big part of that. I know the mayor has a list of names he's going to mention in a couple of minutes. But we also have safety committees at the department level too, and those folks unfortunately can't be here with us tonight, but we'd like to acknowledge everybody's effort. And it really is an effort that goes all the way down to every employee in the organization. So, I personally would like to say thank you, and I know the mayor has the actual award that we received a few weeks ago. There's a check that goes to the village for $1,500, and the Executive Safety Committee, as it has in the past, will be looking at ways to spend that to, again, further our risk management and safety efforts.
Okay. May I ask the following staff members to come up for a photo shoot? Where's Larry? Is he still here?
He's right
Can't
there.
get away.
Kathy Casey, Carrie Kamak, Craig Scala, Greg Compton, Karen Remkus, Mike Chorney, and Mike Ramsey. And the only one that, as I mentioned, is not here this evening is Lynn Johnson. Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency presents the 2010 Excellence in Public Risk Management large member category for the Village of Westmont. My congratulations to all of you for all of the hard work and time that you put into this program also, as well as all your regular responsibilities and duties throughout the day, throughout the year. So you've done an excellent job of coordinating this, but it wouldn't take place without everybody else in the village taking an active part. So thanks to all of you.
Thank you, Bill.
And we'll let you hold this.
Okay, sure.
Oh,
Mayor, can I have you stand right next to Mike there in the center and get a group shot? Get a little closer to each other. Let's fight her out.
Thank you. Get this hung on the wall this
We will.
weekend, right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Nice job.
Zitka fell off last year. Zitka.
And next, as I have mentioned in the past, being in the position of mayor, the trustees can do this as well, but we like to recognize and will recognize individuals in the community that have had special achievements. And this evening, I would like to read a little clip that was provided to me by Bill Swanston, who I'm sure many of you know, a longtime resident of the village of Westmont, very much involved in the village. His children all went to Westmont High School, but this is a little achievement of his grandson, whose name is Dan Benton, and he's a 2007 graduate from the Westmont High School. I was trying to figure out a way to shorten this information, but if you'll bear with me, I know he'd get upset if I didn't present all this just right on his grandson, Dan. Dan Benton. Benton transferred to North Central College and was a member of the 2010 and 2011 indoor and outdoor track teams. Benton was the team captain in 2011. North Central from 1989 to 2009 was national champion 4 times in the outdoor program and 1 time in the indoor program. While Benton attended in 2010 and 2011, North Central was national champion in both the NCCA Division 111 National Track and Field Championships, which were held at Ohio Wesleyan University in Delaware, Ohio. North Central College won its 9th track and field national championship by narrowly beating the University of Wisconsin in lacrosse by 2 points, 58 to 56. Benton participated in 2 events. His 4x400 meter relay team finished 3rd, and he is the current national champion in the 400 meter dash, winning with a time of 46.84 seconds, his personal best time ever, and a team record and only 0.35 seconds off Olympic B qualifying time. So indeed, he has done a wonderful job, and we're once again very proud of one of our residents of the Village of Westmont, and we send our congratulations along to you, Dan, on your successes, and I'm sure there will be many more forthcoming in your life. Thank you. At the last meeting, I think we probably thanked everyone, and we had a meeting prior to this one on a wonderful 4th of July and how well the fireworks came off, and the planning of the police department and our emergency services with traffic control, and we had virtually no problems at all that evening. It was a wonderful event, and I think more and more people are coming to Westmont to see our fireworks display each year, and the organization was excellent. So it's a wonderful combination of efforts between the Westmont Park District and the Village of Westmont. And it is funded by the Westmont Mile. Westmont Auto Mile. Thank you. Which is a program that was started almost a year ago, where the car dealers, not all the car dealers, but many of them, put so much money into a fund every month, and that is what funded our fireworks. It funded part of the Westmont Taste, which we just had, and other activities throughout the year. So without that money, the fireworks would not have taken place. So that indeed was very much of a success. And finally, in the Taste of Westmont, I think most everyone here attended and had a very good time. The weather was in our favor. There was no rain except around 6 o'clock on Sunday evening for 5 or 10 minutes. There were a few sprinkles, and that was about it. But I think it's something that many of the residents of the village look forward to. And there are so many restaurants, all restaurants and food serving establishments from our village, that it's difficult to get around and sample all of their food, but it sure is fun trying. So once again, the Taste was very successful, and we thank the Village, the Park District, and all the hundreds of volunteers that made it all possible. Congratulations on the Taste, and Larry McIntyre in the back puts an awful lot of time and effort into the Westmont Special Events Corporation to represent the village and make sure that everything goes the way that it should. So thank you, Larry, for your contributions as well. And that is all I have right now. Moving right along, our village clerk.
Well, I just want to echo the Taste. It's always so much fun, and like you said, good food. You can get really fat walking down Hess Avenue if you want to try, and we all try. And secondly, I just want to wish Trustee Nero a very happy birthday.
Yes.
Thank you.
That's all I have tonight.
Thank you. Next, our village attorney, John Zemanek.
Thank you, Mayor. Happy birthday, Trustee Nero.
Thank you.
I will be on vacation next week. I will reluctantly have email and cell phone access. If the meetings are not consolidated, for the Committee of the Whole, Attorney Perez is available to attend.
Okay. Thank you.
That's it.
Village Manager Ron Searle.
Thank you. Also, happy birthday, Trustee Nero. Just a couple of things. I want to request an executive session for potential land sale and setting the price of that, as well as potential litigation. And I forgot to tell the clerk earlier, I did get an email from Trustee Emery, and she was delayed because of a work-related mediation hearing. And I did get a subsequent email from her just a little while ago. She thought originally she was going to be late to the committee meeting, and at this point, she's not sure what time it's going to allow her to come here, so I just want to pass that on. And then the other thing I wanted to mention is, I know with the heat ramping up, I wanted to give out a particular website for residents. DuPage County has a website that's called Protect DuPage, and the address is www.protectdupage.org. On that website, they've got some very valuable information about what to do safety-wise for this heat wave that we're dealing with currently. There is also a regularly updated list on there of different cooling facilities. Here in Westmont, we have the library, and we designate the community center, I believe is also a cooling center, and I don't know if either of the two chiefs have any other locations. I know that the list says to call the police department for information. Chief Trout.
Yes, we also have one South Cass that we'll be utilizing for cooling center. Also, the Region 8 Good Sam Hospital for all DuPage County. We have a county building at 142 West Roosevelt Road in Villa Park, which is also a cooling center for any type of long-term needs that may arise. In checking with our VOC today, they had not received any calls for the cooling center, but I did talk to a gentleman from town and tried to work something out with him. But that's what we have right now. Tom?
Thank you. Before we begin trustee items, there's one thing I wanted to piggyback on Jack McInerney's comments about what a wonderful job all of the staff did on both of the storms that we had. I think it was an unprecedented storm to hit the village of Westmont that I've never experienced anything this bad, and I've lived here my entire life. But with our public works, our police, and our fire department did a great job. We were all, those of us that lost power got very, very angry with Commonwealth Edison, but we learned to survive, and we now have our electricity back on. But I personally forgot how much I rely on electricity in my daily activities, and it was a severe problem, and they got to Westmont, I'm sure, as soon as they could. So it was very frustrating. I got comments and calls from a number of residents, but Ron Searle did an excellent job. I think he was on the phone with ComEd and their supervisory staff at least 4 or 5 times a day to find out what was going on, and also to report the areas of the village, like the cooling centers and other areas that had to or should get their power back first. So thanks to you also for your efforts.
That reminded me, I also wanted to mention the mayor had asked if we could invite somebody from Commonwealth Edison here this evening to address, what happened, why it took so long, and what the future might hold. And unfortunately, they're still recovering from last week, and we got a call from them this afternoon. But I did get a commitment from them to have them here at the August 1st meeting. So we'll probably put that on the agenda under our report item and have several people here from Commonwealth Edison to answer any questions.
Okay.
Good.
Thank you. Trustee items. Start with Trustee Fleming.
Just to say happy birthday to Trustee Nero. And going along with the heat scenario, remember also not only your fellow human beings, but also watch out for pets and that. They are just as subject to heat as well as all of us being pet owners, and in many cases have a great deal of respect for that. So by all means, keep an eye out for that. And just stay hydrated very much. The weather's supposed to get pretty hot this week, and watch out for your neighbors and watch out for the heat as we go along. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Scott.
Happy birthday, Steve.
Thank you.
I'd also like to congratulate the Westmont Special Events Commission for the taste. It was excellent. And I'd like to commend the Public Works Department. I had a chance to volunteer with them on the cleanup Sunday night. And to see these guys get everything cleaned up, ready to go by 6 a.m. and have that road open again was amazing.
Yeah.
So I had a first chance opportunity to see them in action, and it was there to be commended. And that's it.
Thank you. I stayed a couple of times after it closed down
Yeah, I
just
did too.
to watch. And it's just
Pretty
unbelievable how fast they do that.
They scrub the streets.
It's amazing.
It is
with a broom.
absolutely,
I mean, it's just
absolutely
really
amazing.
to see
You
that,
know?
the extent that they go through.
Absolutely.
I think we've all stayed there.
Yeah,
Great.
it's incredible to see.
Wonderful. Thank you. Trustee Klebanow.
Just a couple of things. I had a great time at the Taste. It was especially nice this year because my son and granddaughter and daughter-in-law came up from Arizona, so I got to enjoy things with them, not just work at the Taste. In fact, I got very little time to work there. But what I did, I enjoyed and thought it was fantastic. And I know special events worked extremely hard, and all of our volunteers. So thank you so much. That goes out to them, and this hopefully a successful event. Happy birthday to Steve.
Thank you.
And also Thursday on Cruisin' Nights is fire truck night, I believe, this Thursday. So everybody get out Thursday, see our fire trucks. I don't know if there'll be anybody there outside of Westmont, but maybe Clarendon Hills might peek over, who knows. But I hope to see everybody out Thursday for Cruisin' Nights. And that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you. Trustee Seneca.
Thank you. Just to echo everyone's comments on the Taste, and a special thank you to the WSEC and especially the Westmont Auto Mile for making it possible. It was a great event. I would just urge all of our residents, well, not all of them because we don't need 25,000, but a lot of them, to come out and volunteer next year. It is just so much fun to, put on the Taste shirt and get out and represent your community at the biggest festival that we have all year long. So it's a lot of fun. So I hope people will consider that next year and do it. It's just great fun. Also wanted to say thank you to Public Works. I mean, they do such a phenomenal job every day. And as Trustee Scott said, with the tear down on Sunday night, and just a few hours later, cleanup from another major storm, in concert with water main break, over on Richmond. I mean, they really had their hands full, and they have done a phenomenal job. So thank you very much to them. As thank you to our police and fire, because I know those storms impact them as well. Happy birthday to Trustee Nero. And also, since we've been combining meetings and saving $1,000, I might add, if we do that again next time, we'll miss the clerk's birthday. So in case that happens, I just want to say early happy birthday to our clerk.
Thanks.
And that's all I have. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Trustee Nero.
Yes, well, thanks for all the nice birthday wishes, and happy early birthday to our clerk. Secondly, I just wanted to reiterate congrats to Bill Swanson's grandson. I think that's awesome. Keep up the great work. I had a fantastic time at the Taste of Westmont. I was there on Saturday night. It really was a lot of fun. Fortunately, I couldn't find any trustees to challenge me on the moonwalk competition, so I wasn't up there. I apologize for that, but hopefully next year we could get some competition up there and we'll have a good time. But that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Moving right along. Unfinished business. Village Board Committees. Board to consider an ordinance amending Section 2-33 of the Village Code regarding Village Board Committees.
Okay, we talked about this at the last meeting in terms of the changes that we were directed to make, and the direction was to put this in ordinance form, which I believe the attorney has done. The changes center mainly around creating a rotation scheme for the chairs and the co-chairs, as well as for the community members on any standing committees, as well as breaking out the Public Information Committee from the rotation. So I know that, I believe they already distributed the ordinance, so I guess we'll answer any questions the board may have.
Looks good.
Okay. Any other questions? New business.
Nope, motion to approve.
We need a motion, I'm sorry.
Motion to approve Seneca.
Second, Nero.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
New business, appropriation ordinance, public hearing, board to take the following actions. Number one, conduct a public hearing on the fiscal year 2011-2012 appropriations ordinance. Number two, appropriation ordinance, consider approval of the fiscal year 2011-2012 appropriation ordinance.
Good evening. As you're aware, part of the budget process, once the budget process has been completed, the next step is the annual appropriation ordinance. And in accordance with state statute, this is the ordinance which we need to pass within the first quarter of the fiscal year. It's conducted along with a public hearing, and it sets a legal spending limit, which we have for the remainder of the fiscal year. So generally, because it's this legal limit, you need to take into account all the different possible scenarios. You know, if you do get additional revenue or you do find the need to spend something. And so because of that, it's generally higher than what's listed in the budget and it's higher than the estimated revenues that you're expecting. You try to be conservative on the revenues you're expecting, and then you try to, have a little bit higher appropriations ordinance. I don't know if there's any specific questions or any from the board or the public or anything, but.
Pretty routine.
Okay.
Questions?
Anyone from the public?
Anyone here from the public? Regarding any further comment before we ask for a motion?
We should close the comment for the public hearing.
We'll close the public hearing section. Thank you. Now do we have a motion?
So move, Scott.
Second, Nero.
Any final comments? Roll call on the appropriation ordinance.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Next item, Mays Lake Village Golf Outing and Memorial, Golf Outing and Memorial. Liquor license waiver request. Board to consider an ordinance approving a request from the Mays Lake Village Development Office to waive the required $100 per day fee for the temporary liquor license needed for the annual golf outing and memorial host event to be held at Mays Lake Village. Any questions?
Just a comment. We've done this before. We've actually done this last year. And I would urge anyone interested to perhaps come out and play on August 3rd. It's a really, really fun event. If you can't do the golf, come for the dinner. It's going to be Q's Restaurant. They do a phenomenal job. The proceeds will be going towards a new bus so that Mays Lake will have another bus to transport the residents there. So it's for a very, very good cause. Also, I just wanted to comment, and maybe Father Larry wants to come up and comment on this, how the dinner goes.
Well, I want to thank you all for what you do for us all the time. You are wonderfully good to us from your services that you provide. And the new bus will also help us provide our people to come to the shopping, to help with revenue for the village, and we're grateful for that as well. So I just want to say thank you for your ongoing support, and I look forward to it this year as well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments on this request? Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Nero.
Second, Klebanow.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Thank you. Next item, Prostate Cancer Foundation 5K Run, 3K Walk. Or to consider an ordinance approving the following for the annual Prostate Cancer Foundation of Chicago 5K Run, 3K Walk. A special events permit for Sunday, September 18th from 7 a.m. to 12 noon, and number 2, a sound amplification license.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Brochek, and I'm here on behalf of Chicago Prostate Cancer Center and the Prostate Cancer Foundation of Chicago. And we're looking for a special event consideration for a 5K run, 3K walk on Sunday, September 18th. We're looking for some partial street closures. We'd like to begin our walk at the front of our center, right here. And then we would proceed north, turn down Oakmont here, head back, and then up to 35th, and then back. The runners would go one more up and down. And we would begin the run at 7:30 in the morning, and we anticipate it just to be about an hour.
Any questions?
We've also spoken to our neighbors, the businesses, and everybody's closed on Sunday. They don't have any, we haven't heard any objections to the street closures, and we've also made arrangements with 2 of our neighbors to use their parking.
Okay. Expecting a good turnout?
I hope so.
Sounds like a nice event.
Yeah. We have a lot of former patients to reach out to, so.
Very good.
Great.
Any other comments? Can we have a motion, please?
Motion to approve, Scott.
Second, Seneca.
Final questions? Roll call.
Now, are they both included?
They're
in one?
together in one
They're
ordinance.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank
for
you.
coming in. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next item, Cass Avenue, 55th Street intersection. Board to consider an ordinance approving an intergovernmental agreement with DuPage County. So the Cass Avenue, 55th Street intersection improvements.
This is a project, as we all probably are aware, has been the works for a very long time, and this is the next step to get us that much closer to seeing the improvements we'd all like to see at the intersection of 55th and Cass, as well as at other areas along 55th Street. So this is approval of that intergovernmental agreement. The only costs that we will have will be the energy costs that we would normally have anyway. The county is paying for this through a combination of funds from the county as well as the federal government. There's some grants involved. So we would ask the board to consider approving this.
The other cost is striping costs for the north leg of the intersection.
That we take that on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
In all this, is there a date, a start date?
I talked to the Public Works Director before he left last week, and they anticipate probably bidding it out this fall. So maybe next year we're looking at construction. But we've had other dates in the past, so
Yes.
we offer that cautiously.
But I think it's been about 8 to 10 years that
That's probably,
this intersection has been under discussion for.
a number of us remember a large check award ceremony a number of years ago at Twin Lakes Park
Yeah, the
involving
park.
one of our representatives from Congress, and we thought that the project was fairly imminent at that time, and obviously it hasn't happened yet, so we're optimistic.
Okay, unless there's any further questions, accept a motion.
Motion to approve, Nero?
Second, Scott.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Nero?
Yes.
Trustee Seneca?
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow?
Yes.
Trustee Scott?
Yes.
Trustee Fleming?
Yes.
Next item, IRMA appointments. Board to consider resolution appointing a delegate and alternate delegate to the Intergovernmental Risk Management Agency, IRMA.
We have a delegate who sits on the board of directors for IRMA. as we spoke about that organization earlier, that's our self-insurance casualty liability pool. We need to make a change with our alternate. I am the delegate, and the way the resolution is written, I'll maintain the role of delegate, but we're appointing our acting finance director as the alternate.
Good.
Questions? Motion.
Motion to approve, Scott.
Second, Fleming.
Final discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Next item, IPBC appointments. Board to consider a resolution appointing a delegate and alternate delegate to the Intergovernmental Personnel Benefit Cooperative, IPBC.
IPBC is a parallel organization that offers our medical benefits for our employees. We've been members for years. And again, like the IRMA pool, we have two representatives, a delegate and alternate. The delegate currently is our human resource administrator, and we're not making a change there, but again, we are offering to change the alternate to, again, our acting finance director.
Any comments? We have a motion.
So move, Seneca.
Second, Scott.
Roll call.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Thank you. SunGard, Public Sector Software Contract. Board to consider an ordinance approving a software agreement with SunGard Public Sector for the yearly renewal of public safety software.
Okay, this is as the mayor stated, this is our annual renewal of our software that we use with our fire and police departments and our dispatch center. You may have formerly known it as the HTE program. And we, as part of our consolidation, Downers Grove also has the same software program, so this is a change due to licensing requirements that are required because of the consolidation of Downers Grove.
Questions? Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve, Scott.
Second, Nero.
Final discussion? Roll call.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Finance ordinance number 6.
We have before us on this 18th day of July 2011 a finance ordinance in the amount of $1,264,020.24.
Motion to approve, Scott.
Second, Seneca.
Discussion on finance ordinance number 6, please. Hearing no discussion, roll call.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Purchase orders.
Motion to approve as a block for $562,827.91.
Second.
Discussion?
I just wanted to point out that the ordinance, the purchase order on there for the Village of Downers Grove is encumbering the total amount of our costs towards the dispatch center. We're not going to be paying that all at one time. There is an invoice that we have received for the first payment of $44,238. So we'll be invoiced on a regular basis, and it'll be drawn against that encumbered amount.
Okay. Any other comments? Roll call.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Thank you. Unless there's something else to come before the board, I would entertain a motion to go into executive session as requested by the manager and the village attorney regarding land sale and potential litigation.
Motion to approve, Scott. Go into executive session.
Second, Nero.
Roll call.
Trustee Scott.
Yes.
Trustee Nero.
Yes.
Trustee Klebanow.
Yes.
Trustee Fleming.
Yes.
Trustee Seneca.
Yes.
Thank you. We are adjourned to executive session.